Well, it's great to meet you. Thank you for taking a minute out. I love your backstory. I'm looking forward to getting into it.
Great, great.
So let's begin our journey with 6 years ago, looking at the calendar now with March 12th. The pandemic was 6 years ago. It started in earnest. How did you get through that era and how has it changed the way that you do things today?
For me, the pandemic was a blessing. Actually, I had the opportunity for the first time in my life to take some time for myself to stop doing all the things that I kept doing and kept, taking my time, a lot of hobbies, a lot of social interaction, and a lot of friends. And I had some time to sit on my own and see what's going on with me. So, i- contrary to most people, I did enjoy the time because I had enough time with myself to study, emotional intelligence, to practice mindfulness, and get to know myself better, actually. So it was a blessing at that point.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from people. So let's get into the work that you do. I know that there's a lot of things, a lot of titles that go into the work you do, namely coaching. I want to know this. If I put you in a school in front of a bunch of 13-year-olds at career day, and one of them wanted to know what you do for a living, how do you make that make sense to them?
Mhm. Okay, so you know, uh, we think as we grow up that we want and need to be either very successful or very rich or have a high paying career. And what you'll get to know when you grow older is that even if you do have all these things and all these things are fine and we want them, you might find yourself in a position that you won't be happy and you won't be fulfilled with your life. So I meet a lot of adults, a lot of individuals, a lot of men who are doing very well with their lives, but they are still lacking. If you will go back to when they were children, they will expect from themselves to be full of joy when they grow up, but they are not like this. They are depressed individuals. So I'm helping them be happier. I'm helping them find purpose in life, find and get back the joy that they had as kids, actually.
So what did you want to be when you were a kid? When you were 12 or 13, what was your dream career?
I had no clue at that point. I think I was very affected from my family, and I guess I wanted to have just a job to pay the bills so I can have enough time with the rest of my family. So I didn't really care about what I will do when I will grow up. That actually, in my worldview and in my values, getting with someone and ask him, okay, what do you do for a living? It was a strange question because you are not who your job dictates you are. So that was a value I had as a kid, and more or less I still do have it today.
So take me back to your childhood. What were the seeds that were planted that got you to this point where you coach and help people to get to that place where they feel fulfilled? What were those things that were given to you or shown to you early on?
They say that we learn and grow through hardships. So I was raised in a religious family with certain values, being humble and taking care of others and putting others first. And all those values indeed were very helpful growing up. But again, they put me in some tough situations because when I was an adult and when I wanted to get a better job, a better career, or make new friends, those things wouldn't allow me to navigate life as I wanted to. So that was quite a hardship. And this is how I came actually to pivot my life, to change my values and substitute things that no longer serve me with things that will be helpful today. So this is what led me to look into myself, to look for external information, look into personal development and coaching and positive psychology, and build the tools that brought me where I am here today.
So talk to me a little bit about heroes. Who have been inspirations for you in your life?
I always love physics and I always love nature. So I will go back to to Thomas Edison and back to people who were traveling and back to people who will do things with nature. I'm stuck right now. The person who found evolution, he was traveling all around the world, finding animals and studying. So my heroes, I think, are people who were studying hard, who were scientists, who were bringing the human race in on a new scale, actually.
So, if you can meet one person alive on the planet right now that you find fascinating or somebody that might help you on your journey, who would you love to meet and talk to or be around for a little bit?
I would love to be close, to Elon Musk. He's really, really high. He has done very diverse things in his life. He's doing well at everything, more or less. And still, there are very strange stories about him, about his character, about his family, about his values. So, I would love to be in the same room and get some of that energy to realize what is going on there. What can I take? What can I learn from him?
So, what is the motivation for you every day to wake up to do this work that you do? I mean, when you get into the mind of your clients and people, it can be a place where it can get kind of murky. What keeps you doing a job at a high level for them and also taking care of your own soul?
No, my mind is also murky, and I do have to take care of myself every day so I can, you know, I can be with other people. And this is what motivates me. I realize that all these tools that I have developed and I'm using for myself, that they are teachable. Other people can benefit also from this. And this is my motivation for getting up and for doing the work with other people, because I know that there is something I can offer and other people can benefit a lot.
So, if you had a dream tonight, ran into an 18-year-old version of you, and you had a coffee table book in your hands, and it was your life you've lived so far, would the young version of you believe that your life turned out this way?
No, 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 not a chance. I think back when I was 18, I would expect very different things from my life. A much simpler life, but very, very different from where I am right now. I could never tell what the future will bring for me. So my younger self, he will not recognize me. Even if you go back and look at photos of how I looked at 18, I was bald since then because I would shave my head, but there are two different people in the face, in the characteristics.
So, of everything that you've accomplished up to this point in your life, what are you ultimately the proudest of?
I'm most proud, of being able to meet my fiancée right now, of going through this process of all social interactions, building my confidence, building my empathy, and be able to connect on a deeper emotional level that I was not able some years ago. So this is one of my proudest achievements, actually, being able to connect to another human, to my fiancé.
So, everyone out there has a perception of you, family, friends, clients, everyone you work with, but you run the show. What's your perception of you? Who do you think you are?
I don't think that much of me, and maybe this is back to my religious background. I think that I'm just an average guy and someone who just wants more of life, and he's confused and he doesn't know how to get there, but he's still trying. So I do have this mixed feelings of respect for trying and compassion for, okay, you're an average guy, you do your best, so okay. I want to spend some time with you today.
So, mindful life coaching, if anybody wants to reach out, they have questions, they want to know more, they're interested, they're piqued, how do they do that?
They can find me through my website, mindfullife.coach. I'm also on Instagram, again as Mindful Life Coaching, and I'm doing some events, some men's groups on on Meetup, so people can open the application Meetup and search for men's online groups, and one of those are me. And I would love to meet people that told me, okay, I heard you when you were talking with Joe, and I came from there. That would be awesome.
Excellent. So this has been wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking a minute out to be on the show. I'm looking forward to getting this out to everybody. I really appreciate your time. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you, Joe. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.